on the East Grass Field instead of Carpenter Stadium, where I would prefer to be. But we are on the East Grass Field. This will make Bobby B happy because he loves to play on grass. Tonight, the varsity, the Grizzlies soccer team will take on the Titans of South High in a Greater Wichita Athletic League soccer match. And I'm joined by my executive producer, Julie Blaine. One moment, please. This is live. Who's back? It's going to be really cringe. We're going to move this. Pardon me, folks. While the camera bounces, we're going to give her as much room as we can because we are in tight quarters as we're sharing the limited space available with someone else here tonight. Okay. All right. Julie says she's good. We're about ready for soccer. The kids are about ready to go out. We had no pregame show tonight because they're starting the game early. So we will try and play the pregame show at halftime, or at least as much of it as halftime permits. We're still getting things set up from a previous crash here. Okay, we're ready for some soccer. We'll introduce the starters on the fly here. As the players are getting ready to do whatever you need to do. Yeah, so if you need to move it, feel free to move it. Right, it's awfully tight. Much about it. Should you split just right up right here. Go right here, it'll swivel. Swivel to your heart's content. You have to score back to the all right, let's give you the South High lineups here while they're getting ready to go. In goal is Tyler Hunt is the goalkeeper, wearing number 0. On defense penalty is number 2. Gerardo wearing number 4. Number 6 is Sam Navaga. He's a senior midfielder. Sam Gonzalez, a junior midfielder. 7. Alejandro Vera, number 9. Is a senior midfielder. Delgado, number 10, is a Joaquin Mata, wrapping it up, a sophomore, number 21, Johan Torres, who is playing at midfield. For your Grizzlies, a couple of changes from the last time we were on the air 3 weeks ago, and we were actually scheduled to be on this field 3 Saturdays ago, and we had to cancel the game for reasons which I will explain here shortly. Scratches for tonight. Jairo Ornelas is not here. Forget that. He is here, but he's not starting. He has been out of town and he missed some practice, so I know that's why he's not starting tonight. Trent Landenberger is out for 2 weeks with a concussion that he suffered in the game Tuesday night at home when he collided with Angel DeRath. Angel DeRath is not injured, but Trent is out for 2 weeks, and Yaden Ontiveros is out. He's been ill for a week, and he will not play tonight. In goal for the Grizzlies, a sophomore, number 1, Andrew Fisher. Tim Hinkle, a senior defender, wears number 4. Jack Fincham, a sophomore midfielder, wears number 5. Number 7, Angel DeRath, already mentioned, a sophomore midfielder. Daniel Rivas, a senior defender, wears number 10. Carson Arndt, a sophomore midfielder, wears number 14. And South High is about to do something they've never done in all the years I've been doing this. They're actually going to introduce the players before the game. This is new this year. We're going to finish this up. Carson Arndt, number 14, is a sophomore midfielder. Junior forward Ernesto Ortiz wears number 15. Senior captain Chris Navarrete wears number 16. He's a senior forward. Caleb Blaine, a sophomore midfielder, wearing number 18, will start at midfield. And finally, Gerardo Rivera, who has the nickname Las Vegas for reasons I don't know, will start at midfield. He is a junior. Grizzlies are coached by Bobby Ribieska, and he's assisted by Austin Clifton and by Art Shuck. Your managers are Jade Gonzalez and Amy Nunez.
Ladies and gentlemen,
your
welcome to
athletic
South High
director
School
of
and Twin
Wichita
Millsap
Northwest
Memorial
is Mr.
Soccer Field for this evening's match between the Northwest Grizzlies and your South High Titans. Will you please rise, remove your hats for the
Time
playing
for
of
the
our
national anthem. We're going to turn it over to them. That's the national anthem here at South High. We'll be back for the kickoff in 2 minutes. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Sophomore midfielder, Angel Duraz.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Blaine.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important.
And number 24, junior midfielder, Gerardo Guevara.
Back at South High, awaiting the opening kickoff here tonight between the Grizzlies and the Titans. Grizzlies in their road white uniforms will defend the south goal. The wind is coming out of the south. They'll have it at their back, wind about 10 miles an hour or so. And the Titans in their home blue uniforms with red numerals will defend the north goal here in half number 1. And as you can see by the picture on your screen, we are looking directly into the setting sun, so their picture quality is going to be pretty lousy for about 15 more minutes. So just stay with us until the sun goes down, and then you will see vast improvement at the hands of our executive producer, Julie Blaine, who admittedly has the best seat in the house to watch her kid play.
That's right.
And there you go. There's my incentive.
Yeah.
South will kick off. Awaiting the whistle. Can't tell you who the refs are because I don't recognize any of them. And we're underway here at South High. Titans and your Grizzlies. On the far side, the Titans have it at midfield. Taken away nicely by Carson Art, and here come the Grizzlies with it. Angel Garath on the far side of the field brings it up. Looking for some help. Ortiz now with it. Has some room. Sends it back to Chris Navarrete. He lets it go through. And Daniel Rivas sends it forward. Fincham sends a nice ball forward to Rivera. Taken away there by the Titans. And here comes South High back, but only momentarily as the Grizzlies get it right back. Navarrete sends one. Garath in the center of the field. He chips one for Rivera. This is going to go over the goal line for a goal kick for the South High Titans. Just underway here at South High. No score. Beautiful night for soccer. Game time temperature, 70 degrees, right on the bunny. And again, the wind blowing out of the south, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And as soon as the sun goes down, we'll all be in jackets. Some of us already are. Rivas intercepts that pass, taps it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in over there for the Titans. Don't know much about the Titans. We had so much trouble getting on the air tonight because of some technical problems that we had. We didn't have a chance to visit with the coaches prior to the game to find out certain things that this gentleman to my right here.
Not sure if I'll tell you.
South have won one game. They're either 1-7 or 1-8. Grizzlies are 4-6. Had a chance to get to 500 Tuesday night. They unfortunately dropped a 2-0 decision to the Blue Aces of East High at home. Hoping to fare better on the road here tonight at South High. Rivera sends one to Fincham. Fincham centering one. Goes all the way through and deflected out by the defense. Nice header by Navarrete. All the way back it comes to newer players on the squad this year. Is number 20, Aspen Wadlow, who's anchoring the defense again. He did so on Tuesday night, and he did a great job. East High scored a goal in the first 2 minutes and scored a goal late in the game. Other than that, it was great defense by the Grizzlies. They just couldn't find the net. This one's going to go out of play and belong to the Grizzlies for a throw-in. Rivas will do the honor here right below us. And in it comes. Garath. Hinkle sends one forward. Nice job. Garath ran right to the ball. And he sends one forward onside. Here's a chance for Caleb Blaine deep in Titan territory. It goes over the goal line. It will be a corner kick for Northwest. Carson Arndt hustling over there to take the kick. He'll have the wind at his back. The kick will have the wind at its back. He leaves it short for Durath. Give and go back to Arndt. Arndt now sends one high, trying to get a header in, but sent it too far for Jack Fincham. Goes over the goal line for a goal kick. 4 minutes gone, no score. Grizzlies and
Titans.
everybody got a great shot of my watch.
Yeah.
That was my watch in the picture. It's really cramped up here, folks. This thing's only 3 feet wide and only about 8 feet deep, 8 feet across. So it's tight quarters. Advantage called. South High brings it up. Torres sends one wide, and it's going to go out of play and belong to the Grizzlies again. You know what? I don't think I'm going to wait for the sun to go down. I'm going to don my black jacket because I don't have any blue Grizzly sweat intent. All the way back, Hopkins sends it forward to the center of the field. There it is taken there by Umana. Now comes out here wide, right in front of us to Enriquez. He dishes it back to Umana. And now a centering pass, and here comes Torres with it. He sends one wide. 1-on-5 right now. And there's a shot and an easy save that time by sophomore Andrew Fisher. Andrew Fisher looked spectacular Tuesday night. Yes, we lost 2-0, but he had 15 saves in that game. Some of them of the spectacular variety. So he was just all over the place on Tuesday night. South High bringing it up, and Rivas taps it. Kept in play that time by Marin. He sends it back now to Enriquez. Up in the air it goes. Rivas tried to get ahead on it, unable to do so. Bounces off Navarrete. South still controlling it. And they pass it back here to regroup in Nabaga. And here's the steal by Angel Durath, and the wheels are on. Danny beat everybody, and he goes down hard, and there's going to be a card on that, I guarantee it. And there is, the yellow card does come out. Charged to Sam Nabaga. South High will be replaced there by Luis Moreno, number 5. No doubt about that one. I could have called that one blindfold. Carson Arndt will get the free kick. Into the penalty area where it's bouncing around there. Fincham tried to get a shot off and whiffed on it. Now it's cleared back out. Arndt gets it again. Sends it back to Rivas. To Ortiz. Now to Arndt. Give and go back to Ortiz. He cast it to Navarrete, and he's pushed down. They call no foul. And South High comes away with it. Into Grizzly territory with it they come. And here's a rush through and a nice give and go. And the ball tapped over the goal line. It will be a corner kick or a goal kick. What are they going to call it? The referee pointed to both places. And now it's going to be a corner kick for South High, and I think that is the correct call. Dangerous situation, even though the wind is working against the Titans in this half. Centering pass cleared away by the Grizzlies defense. Durath has it. On the far side, Durath to Arndt, back to Durath. Can he run to it and beat the defender? Two-man race, down he goes, and no foul called. The ball cleared out by the defender. Now we have a foul called on subject. Foul was called on Caleb Blaine for incidental contact. South High gets it, brings it across midfield. Now pushing 5-on-5. Far side of the field, a centering pass. Oh, nice job clearing that away by Rebus, and over it goes for a Grizzly goal kick. Soccer on the World Wide Web being brought to you in part tonight by Mel Hamilton Ford, 11771 West Kellogg. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hamilton Ford, proud sponsor of Grizzly Soccer.
Yeah.
Wadlow's going to take the kick. And out it comes. South High controls it. There's a fan on the shot. There's a shot over everything, and it's got another goal kick for the Grizzlies.
I like Jack, but he's got it now. I'm going to let him sit here. Alright, thank God my brother and sister were.
To center it comes.
Yeah.
Lane sends it forward in the direction of Navarrete, but it's intercepted. And here comes South High back with it. South been pressing in the offensive half of the field for them during the last several minutes. 10 minutes gone now in the first half with no score. This is an important game for the Grizzlies for seeding purposes, and the quest to get back to 500 and perhaps have the opportunity to host a playoff game. Playoffs are just a few weeks away. Season winding down rapidly. Here's South High with a chance. Centering pass, shot, and a nice stop that time by Daniel Rivas to block the shot on the open goal that goes out of play. It will be a corner kick for South. But forget that. That was just a great defensive play by the captain, Daniel Rivas. From the near side corner, into the center it goes, and blocked away by Wadlow, and that was a pretty good play, although Fisher was there as well. A little miscommunication, perhaps. Rivera sends one to Durath, now to Carson Art. Give and go. Here's Fincham with it right to our left. Jack sending one forward, Angel Durath, and the wheels get going. Durath still with the ball, and out of play it goes. It'll be a throw in for Northwest. Durath will take it himself, and he gives it to Fincham. Fincham, two guys on him, tries to center it. It goes over the goal line. Now it'll be a corner kick for Northwest, and hustling over to take it is number 14, sophomore, Carson Arndt. If my hand is in the picture, say something. Or just tap me. I won't be able to hear you.
I can't get that far corner over there.
I'm limited to space because of the camera hog on my right here. And South clears it out. Caleb Blaine gets a foot on it, can't control it. Out to midfield it comes. And there's an opportunity, but Fisher right there to corral that one. And he'll send it out to Fincham, who's out here in his own zip code, all by his lonesome. Still with plenty of it. Gives it to Navarrete, who sends it forward for Rivera, but it's intercepted. Here comes South High back with it. Fincham takes it away. Nice pressure that time by the sophomore. Torres with it. Keeps it in bounds in front of Fincham and Rivas. Now here's a crossing pass. Wide open. There's a shot coming, and what a save by Andrew Fisher. Ball was headed right under the crossbar, and Andrew Fisher, who is not the tallest person on the team by any means, was tall that time. And he tipped it over the crossbar for a corner kick. In the air it goes, across the mouth of the goal, and who's going to get to it first? Guevara, looks like. And he sends one forward. Angel DeRath giving chase. He's going to win the ball, too. Gets it, and it goes tapped out of bounds. If it belongs to Northwest, that may have been a gift. And substituting for the Grizzlies, Fincham comes out. And substituting in is William Gomez, number 22 for the Grizzlies. Another one of the newer players on the roster. And had we been able to present the pregame show, you'd have heard all about him because Coach B and I talked about some of the new additions over the last week or so. I'm going to try and play some of that interview at halftime. Play as much of the 10-minute halftime period will allow, assuming we can get it fired up and cued where we want it to be. Which may take a minute because we're going to have to do it while we're on the air. But you know what? We'll do the best we can with it, and we'll just make it work. Navarrete sends it to Gomez right below us. And it stays in. Gomez, nice play to get us to Durant. South High gets it back, though. And here come the Titans back with it. Gonzalez loses it to Wadlow. Goes out of play. That should belong to South High, and it does.
Laura, are you okay? My phone's about to die. What's up? What's up? Hello?
Wadlow heads it forward. Unfortunately, with the wrong shirt.
Yeah.
Mana had it. Now Gomez with it. Takes a man out, sends a long pass that was intended for Durant. Streaking up the side, but it went out of play, so it'll be a throw-in for South High. 16 minutes gone and some change.
We've already got
no score here at South High. This is expected to be a low-scoring game. Here comes the Titans with it. This one goes over the goal line. That will be another corner kick for the Titans.
Right. Well, they need to get me out here, but she's covered. So. Yeah. But she's covered until then. Okay.
And here it comes. Into the center it goes. Headed right back out. We'll do it all over again. If you had another corner kick, and wasting no time getting it set up. Now they're going to change players. Taking the kick. Can't see the numbers from here in the twilight. The sun has just gone behind the trees.
Okay.
Lights haven't taken effect yet. And this one is a foul, and it's going to be a free kick for the Grizzlies.
I'm on call, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
If something happens.
No, I'm good. It's just phone.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
phone
you're right.
stuff.
But if that happens, tap me, and I can do it from here and use the monitor.
Okay.
So.
I didn't realize I was, but
Okay, that's not a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Our executive producer was called by station management. They called to tell her what a great job she's doing.
That's right.
And she'd have been back with us a little bit sooner, but she was bucking for a raise.
Right.
Did you get the raise? That's what I want to know.
No, darn it.
No raise? That means I don't get one either.
Right.
Oh, that's too bad. Here come the Titans with it. 1-on-4. Now they get two more back. Now it's 4-on-6. In the air it goes, and what's going to happen with it? It's going to be taken out here by Enriquez. He centers one, and over the goal it goes for a goal kick. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This portion of today's webcast is brought to you in part by the following Grizzly supporters: Chris and Jan Shoemaker, the Glenn and Camille Nyberg family, the Joe and Judy Coughlin family, the Tom and Carla Lassiter family, the Bob and Lynn Profit family, Danny and Stacy Higgins of Gecko Painting Incorporated of Olathe, Kansas, Jenny Wiley, and by Kevin and Donna Arkin.
Back at South High, they just resumed play here. South with the ball. Top of the penalty area. And Caleb Blaine trying to clear it out and does so. Nice job getting it forward to DeRath. I take it back. That was Ortiz over there, not DeRath. DeRath is further toward midfield. Ball goes out of play into the sellout crowd, and it will be a throw-in for South. Our next game, Grizzlies' next game is next Tuesday. They will travel to Bishop Carroll for a non-league contest. They've already played their league game. A non-league contest at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, and that game will be webcast. We're on the air Tuesday night, 6:45, with our usual executive producer, Greg Darnell, and myself. Greg does a great job, and we're glad to have him. He's just not as pretty as Julie Blaine is. That's the bottom line. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
Right.
Greg, you'll have to live with it. Giraffe on the far side. I had a long day.
Yeah, that's right. A long start trying to get it
I
going.
was at a senior citizens expo all day. So
Oh, yeah.
everybody that I talked to all day was at least my age.
Right. There you go. Time for a change, huh?
Yep. I'm glad to see some young faces,
Right.
regardless of what color their uniform is.
Right.
Grizzlies in white again, and South High in blue. 20 minutes gone here in the first half, and no score. Daniel Gonzalez set to come back in for the Titans here at the next opportunity. Little thumbs up here as he recognizes the love. Out of play it goes. It belongs to Northwest. There's a chance for South. And that one went off the side of the net and behind the net for a goal kick. Gonzalez comes in for the Titans. This portion of Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by MTXE. MTXE is your one-stop team shop. You can order online at tdbarney, B-A-R-N-E-Y, at att.net. You can also call Rep. Tim Barney at 305-8208. Check out the ad in our game program next time you're at Northwest. Back underway here. South High still controlling the ball. They've controlled play here for the last 10 minutes or so. Most of the play has been in front of Andrew Fisher. Now Verate with it. Off a pass from Ortiz. Now he sends it wide. Hinkle loses it. Here's a chance for the Titans again. And a pass and a shot and a block by Wadlow. He sends it forward. DeRath can't control it. Here comes South High back with it. Now we have a South High player injured. Looks like he strained his leg. Got the cramp. He's hanging tough though. And Arndt finally gets it to DeRath. DeRath tips it on the near side to Gomez. Back to DeRath. DeRath has some space in front of him. To the 18. Now he's wide. Player goes down, misses him. DeRath still with it in the penalty area. Taking off the ball. Who's going to win it? They're both fighting for it. DeRath goes down hard. And they're calling nothing. Gomez. To Clavera. Now to DeRath. To Arndt. Back to DeRath on a give and go. Tapped out of play. It'll be a corner kick for Northwest. It's my cue once again to get out of the way, and so I'm going to do just that. Frankly, for me, Angry, the executive producer. Carson Arndt will take this one. In the air this time. Looking for a header, maybe. And it's headed away by the defense. Who's going to get it over there? Looks like Caleb Blaine got it back to Rivas. And out of play it goes. It will belong to South High. 16:40 to go here in the first half. Ball on the far side of the field. South High with it. And now that it's gotten dark, it's time for me to give a shout out to the uniform provider and designer for South High, because they provided uniforms which you can read nothing on once it gets dark. So, those of you in the South High community watching, first of all, we're glad to have you aboard, and I apologize for not welcoming you sooner. But if you don't hear your son's name mentioned, that's because we can't read his uniform. The number should have been white with red trim instead of red with white trim. And that's the bottom line. Chacon had it, lost it, gets it back. Now over here to Enriquez, right in front of us. To Marin. Marin splits three guys. He dishes it off. Back to Chacon. There's a long blast over everything. That's going to end up on I-235. And it will be a goal kick for Andrew Fisher and company. This portion of Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part by the Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists and Dr. Brad Bruner. For the best care in sports injuries, visit Kansas Joint and Spine Specialists at 10,100 East Shannon Woods Road, Suite 100. That's actually Shannon Woods Circle, not Shannon Woods Road. There is a difference. Over on the east side, off of Webb Road. Navarrete gets it to Arndt. Arndt sends it forward to Duraf. Duraf looking for some help. Gomez has gone deep. Can't get it to him, though. Nice defense that time by Anson of the Titans to prevent that pass. A couple of subs getting ready to come in for the Grizzlies here. There's a long blast by Ortiz, and it goes over for a goal kick. Substituting in here for the Grizzlies, number 8, Enrique Morales, and number 9, Sam Mueller. And coming off will be Rivera and Caleb Blaine. They'll get a break. Caleb Blaine played the entire game Tuesday night, did he not? Yes, he did. This is his first break of the week. 13:30 to go here in the first half. No score. The Grizzlies and the Titans. There's another chance for South. He gets around Wadlow, and a nice save that time by Fisher. This one goes over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick. Grizzlies dodged a bullet that time. Wadlow got beat, but Fisher was there. And we'll have a goal kick here coming for the Grizzlies. Beautiful night now in Wichita. The wind has pretty much died down to nothing. It's cool, but it is late September. It's a beautiful night. Perfect for soccer. On the near side with it is Enriquez. He'll send one back now. Chacon has it. He passes it off. We have a shot coming, maybe. Yes, we do. And nice save that time by Fisher. That shot off the shot by Umano. It goes out of play over the goal line. It'll be a corner kick, for South High. But another nice defensive play this time by your goalkeeper. Centering pass and in off the corner kick, a set piece, and the first goal of the game goes to South High. You know who scored that? You're supposed to be a spotter when you're up here. You got to be paying attention. I can't read the maps. These are old eyes. You have young eyes. Well, we don't know who scored the goal. We'll see if we can find out for you. But it was a nice set piece off the corner kick. Grizzlies kick it off, and we're back underway. No reason to panic. You've got to score a goal to win anyway. South High had been pressing for the goal for quite some time. Perfect position on the corner kick. Kept it low on the ground, tapped it in. Not a thing anybody could do about it, including Fisher. On the far side, here comes South High again. They are pressing again. You know, there will be some words exchanged at halftime by the coaching brain trust about the possession. There's an opportunity. There's a shot and another save by Fisher. Andrew Fisher is single-handedly keeping us in the game. This will be a corner kick for South, excuse me. Into the air it goes, looking for a header, but it's headed out of play. Very nicely that time. That was Morales that made that play. South High does still have the ball, however. Ten minutes remaining here in the first half. Grizzlies trail by 1. South maintains the possession. Grizzlies have been unable to control the ball here during the second half of the first half. Kobe Nickel warming up below us. Coming in the next opportunity for a sub. Also coming in will be Alejandro Marin for South High. Free kick for the Titans on the foul. In the air it goes, and a header. Nice job that time by Wadlow. Headed it out of danger. Grizzlies unable to control, however. The Wrath can't control it. It goes out of play. That should belong to the Grizzlies, and it does. The players will sub in now. Again, it's number 3, Kobe Nickel, coming in for the Grizzlies, and he will spell Carson Arndt, who will get a break. And then Marin comes in for the Titans. And we're back underway here. Giraffe with it to Ortiz. Back to Giraffe on the give and go. Giraffe looking for help. He's got 2 guys on him. Has the ball stripped away, and here comes South High back. Giraffe comes back in to take it away from 2 players. Trying to get it to Ortiz. He's unable to control. And here's a chance for South High. He holds up. He got behind the defense. Great run through to the ball. Clearly onside. South High still with it. Now it's on the far side of the field and deep. 5 yards from the goal line. And this one stays in play. Still pounding around out there. And he's going to get it. A shot and a block by the defense. The Grizzlies unable to clear it. Finally, Kobe Nickel gets it out of danger for the moment. And forward it comes too far. It's going to go right to a blue shirt. On the near side, Morales unable to catch up with it. Working hard. I'll tell you, the boys are all working hard. There's no question of that. We owe you a 30-second timeout for Keisha. It's going to give you a chance there is an opportunity.
Time to get crazy.
Back to Fisher it goes. He can't pick it up. He sends it out to center, but it's going to be won there by Torres of South High. Now he loses it to Gomez. Gomez tried to get it to Morales. It stayed in. Garath on the near sideline. Now he runs into the penalty area. Does he have a chance to either shoot it? He shoots it over the goal. And it will be a goal kick. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
I don't know if I would do much good. I'd have to practice.
Back at South High, the goal kick has just been taken. And we're back at it. We're going to let you watch it without my verbiage for just a moment. Back with you as the play continues. Gomez had a chance, but he got tripped, and now they call a foul before Gomez's play. So it would be free kick for South. 4 minutes to go here, first half. Grizzlies trail 1-0 on a corner kick goal with about 10 minutes to go. Blaine with it. That's not who's that?
That's Blaine.
Yeah, Caleb?
Yeah.
Caleb got back in the game without my permission. Wasn't paying attention, I guess. Ethan Dirksen in the game for the Grizzlies, number 2. He came back when Blaine came in, I assume. I didn't see either one of them. Gomez sends one forward for Angel Garath, but too far. Kobe Nickel up there giving chase, trying to win the ball, but the Titans bring it back. Jack Fincham getting set to come back in for the Grizzlies here at the next sub opportunity. And it comes now. Jack Fincham will come in. Also coming back in, Eduardo Chacon for the Titans. And William Gomez will come off for Northwest. I'll give him a break. Looked good while he was in there. Worked hard. We're approaching 2:20 to go here in the first. Grizzlies would be nice if we could get a goal here in the last 2 minutes. We also don't want to give one up in the last 2 minutes. There's a save by Fisher, and he gets his own rebound. Nice job by Andrew. And we're not keeping stats, but I know that's at least half a dozen saves in this first half. We actually gave the job of giving stats to a young Eli over here to my right, but he wasn't paying attention to his numbers either. He's not paying attention to me either. And quite frankly, I don't blame him. Titans bringing it across midfield. Here we go again, and a nice job by Wadlow to clear it. Goes right back to South, however. That one's going to go all the way back to Andrew Fisher, and he'll have a goalkeeper distribution with 1 minute to go. No foul called on that play. Nice header by Dirksen and by Wadlow and by Dirksen. And it goes to South High Titans again. Inside a minute to go now. And a foul and a free kick for the Grizzlies near midfield. Long one that goes right to a blue shirt, unfortunately. Major's play is waved off. And that high kick, Tim Nichols sends it forward. Girath over there giving chase, along with Guevara. And that's the horn to end the first half of play. After one half, it's South High 1, Northwest nothing. Stay tuned now. We're going to go straight to as much of the pregame show as we can get in during halftime. Stay with us.
This is the Goal for Goal pregame show with head coach Bobby Brybieska. A review of our last game and a look at today's contest, sponsored by the Goal for Goal soccer camps. And now, here's the coach.
And a very pleasant good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, and welcome to the Bobby Brybieska Goal for Goal pregame show. Coach, it seems like forever since we've had one of these visits, and it's probably because it has been. It's been almost 3 weeks since we've done a webcast, and got a lot of things we could talk about it. We're going to talk about the things that time allows, and we've got a game we just completed here on Tuesday night, and of course we've got today's game against South High. Let's talk about Tuesday. East High comes in, a very good team. We played some good defense in that game, held them to 2 goals, just couldn't put one in the goal ourselves.
Yeah, I was pleased with the effort. Did not like the result, but I thought that the boys gave it a good effort. If we struggled, it seemed to be finding goals, because we couldn't buy a goal. And then I have to give credit to Andrew Fisher, who made some incredible saves and kind of kept us in the game. But that was probably his best game of the season, so he's coming around. The sad thing is he should have been rewarded with the win.
I agree with you, and it's unfortunate that with all that effort, and I don't know how many saves did he have in that game officially?
15.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize it was that many. Even there, I knew he was busy all night, and a lot of the game was played in front of him. But you're right, he kept us in the game, and the second goal came very late in the game.
Yes, and the first game was kind of a lucky bounce for East, because they hit the upright, and then he sneaks in. But the second goal, it was late in the game, and we were playing. I think defensively we're getting better because we're not getting scored in bunches, and so that part of our scheme is working. We just now need to find another Blake Art who can put the ball in the net.
So far, we haven't had that, and our leading scorer, Jairo Ornelas, was not available last night, or Tuesday night, rather. So, his goal scoring was obviously missing from the game.
Yeah, Jairo's he has 6 goals, which is the leading scorer for Northwest, but, that's not an excuse. We need to just step it up in the offense and make things happen. We need to play more possession, I think, and once that happens, we're going to be good.
4-6 on the season at this point, 2-3 in city. Is this kind of where you thought we'd be at this point, or do you think we should be better than we are?
Well, I never look at the negative side, Kevin, but all my goals and all my plans are to be above 500, and we're a couple of games below that. But no, and I haven't given up. Neither has the team. I think we still got.
That was obvious last night.
Yeah, we still got quite a ways to go, and so right now our goal is to be ready for the playoffs. We want to get better and learn from the games we're playing. So we're still in it.
We're going to come back, talk about the game today against South High, and about the team in general here. We're going to take a quick time out for this message from the Goal for Goal soccer camp. Stay with us on the pregame show. Back with head coach Bobby Berbieska, and coach, let's talk about the team. It's been kind of fluid. You have a couple of new players on the roster of late.
Well, we brought up some JV players. I think William Gomez is an attacking player, and he's going to get better. And then Aspen is, I believe, a junior, and he's really done well for us in the back. I think that's one of the reasons why we're not allowing that many goals. I think he's a good center back. And then Jaden. Yes, Jaden. He's injured right now. But when he's healthy, we're twice as good as in the back. He's strong. He's got good speed. So yeah, those kids that I'm bringing up from JV, I think are going to add to our program and make us get good results.
And you kind of harbored a little bit or touched on the injury bug. Had a couple of injuries Tuesday night in a collision late in the game between Trent Landenberger and Angel DeRaff. How are they?
Well, Angel, we call him Lalo. Lalo's okay. As a matter of fact, he wanted to go back in, but for safety reasons, we kept him out. And then Trent, we're supposed to see a doctor Wednesday morning, so I don't know what the result is. But, yes, he came out with a concussion, and he was having a great game. It was just unlucky that both teammates ended up hitting the heads, but I think he's going to be all right, too.
And, of course, the trainers, our training staff of 2, were right there initiating the concussion protocol as soon as the injury occurred.
Yeah, Robin's our trainer now. She took over Jeremy Langner's place, but she's very good, very efficient, and she went out there and immediately gave the first aid, and but she did tell me that Trent was going to be out for a while, so we'll have to wait and see.
Can't take any chances when it comes to head injuries, that's for sure. Any other injuries on the team that we need to talk about?
No, I think Hollis will play tonight, and that's why it's going to add to our offense. But no, I think I'm carrying 19 on the roster, and I usually don't do that so early in the season. But I think I had to, and you can see by the injuries, I think it's a good idea to come out with 19 on your roster. But no, I think we're going to be ready for South. They're going to give us their best game because John Martin's going to be pumping his boys up. And John does a good job with the team. They've been unlucky on some of the games, but they're always in the mix. And if there's something about our Northwest program is when we play opponents, I don't care what their record is, that will be their best game of the season. So we know that. We're going to go in there. We're going to their place, so we hope to come out with a good win.
And we're going back to the same field that we finished up the Titan Classic on 3 weeks ago. and a game that, we were, quite frankly, I was all fully prepared to webcast and had to cancel at the last minute. So, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing a game on that field. It's a grass field. You get a lot better bounce on the ball on that grass field.
Well, I like the grass field, and I think South High and Northwest are the only team that play on natural grass now. But I like going to South. I like playing against Coach Martin. He does a good job, and I think it's going to be a fun game.
And we're looking forward to it here in just a few minutes, so stay with us. Anything special about the game other than the fact that it's a big city league contest, and you're talking about improving for playoffs?
Well, yes, but all city league games are important. Whether you're first, second, or third, we're still fighting for a good place in the city to end our season with, so this is another good contest for us, and we got to climb out of our 2-3 record and go back to 3-3.
And, it's a kind of a log jam at the top of the City League right now. I mean, Carroll is obviously very good, but East is in it, North is in it, Heights is in it. So, there's a lot of teams still in the race.
Yes, you're right. It's on any given day, whoever shows up, it's going to get a win. But, Heights is undefeated in there. Bishop lost to Capon the other day. So, for us to say we're going to play for first place, maybe not realistic, but we could sure be in there for the second place team.
Okay. Thanks for the visit. We'll look forward to visit before Bishop Carroll next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Kevin.
Head coach Bobby Berbieska on the Goal for Goal pregame show. Stay tuned after this quick timeout for the starting lineup and the play-by-play of today's game against the South High Titans. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Back at South High with you. We're coming out of halftime, and we actually got all of Bobby's interview in with a little bit of cheating along the way, but we got it done. That was the pregame show that we couldn't get on air live because they started the game early on us. We didn't have enough time in the block. Getting ready to kick off here in the second half. Actually, Northwest is still in their huddle down in the corner of the field. South High, beg your pardon, South High will defend the south goal here in the second half. Grizzlies will defend the north goal. South in their home blue uniforms with red shorts and unreadable numbers. And the Grizzlies in their road whites with blue shorts. New rule change in effect this year. While I've got just a moment, I mentioned earlier in the webcast that we were actually scheduled to do a game from this very booth 3 weeks ago, and we canceled at the last minute. For those of you who don't know, and I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, I underwent a medical procedure 2 days before that game and was hospitalized for a couple days. And for those of you who sent cards and prayers and regards, I sure appreciate it. I want to thank you all very much. And for those who were looking for that game on that Saturday, I'm sorry I was unable to bring that one to you, but I'm here tonight.
Yep, you're here tonight.
I'm ready to go.
And
we're ready for a second half, and Grizzlies will kick it off. And we are underway here in half number 2. Lane right in front of us. Nice header forward. Titans corral it back. Caleb unable to get it back that time. Carson Arndt gets it back to Tim Hinkle. Now Rivera sends one forward, intended for Ortiz, but it's going to be intercepted there. And back it comes toward our executive producer needs to tell me if my
You're okay.
crap is in play here. There's an opportunity for South. Centering pass goes through the box. and onto the far side of the field. The South does still control it. Now here's a long one, looking for a header, and finally cleared out by Wadlow. Nico brings it forward. Now here's a chance for Rivera on the near side, looking for some help. Gets into Ortiz in Titan territory. A long one for DeRath. DeRath 1-on-3, and he's not going to win the ball here. Nice job that time defensively by Sam Navaga. Lane sends it to Hinkle. Tim sends one forward for Ortiz. Too far, though. And intercepted. Over on the near side of the cones. Out of play. That should belong to Northwest. Lane will throw it in. And into Ortiz it comes. He'll send it back to Carson Arndt. Now to Caleb Lane again. Lane, man on him. Back to Carson. Carson sends it forward, but Rivera went in a different direction, and it went out of play. Here comes South High back with it. 2 minutes gone, second half. Grizzlies trail 1-0. Glad you were with us. If you just joined us, pretty good game here so far between these two clubs. We're on the east grass field here at South High. Grizzlies send it forward. Nobody there but Titans. Don't have the official stats. We know that Andrew Fisher had at least 6 saves in the first half. And I do not believe that Northwest had a shot on goal in the first half, did we? I don't think we did. Here's another chance. Shot and a save by Fisher. Ball stays in play as it caroms off the crossbar. There's another long one that's going to go over everything. No, it stayed in play. Nice job heading it back in. Ubama. Now there's a shot that's going to go into the neighborhood. And it would be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies soccer on the internet being brought to you in part tonight by Aerotech Engineering. 5555 North, 119th Street West in Mays. Aerotech Engineering, proud supporters of Grizzly soccer. Delgado. Pushes it on to Yamana. Back to Delgado again. There's a long one from him. That's going to go over everything. Result in a goal kick for Andrew Fisher and company. We're on the air 6:45 next Tuesday, live from Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, where the Grizzlies will take on the Eagles in a non-league contest. Both teams had a date available and a game available. Coach B likes the quality competition as well as the great rivalry between Bishop Carroll and Northwest. So it should be a fun game. Come on out to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium and see it live if you can. There's a shot and a save by Fisher. Over the top of the goal it goes. It'll be a corner kick for South High. If you can't come out to the game and see it live at Bishop Carroll, tune us in 6:45 for the pregame show with head coach Bobby Gordievsky. Corner kick is taken, and it goes over everything, still controlled by South. There's another shot that's going to go over for a goal kick for the Grizzlies. Grizzly Soccer on the Internet being brought to you in part by Lee's Roofing, 611 North Emporia, where experience counts. A loyal supporter of Grizzly Soccer is Lee's Roofing. Grizzlies trying to get it out of their own end, unable to do so. The ball gets kicked into the sellout crowd, and it'll be a throw-in for South High deep in Grizzly territory. Into the penalty area it comes. Crossing pass cleared out by Blaine. And now up to Garath. Garath trips. Goes down. And what are they calling? They're calling a foul on Garath. I don't understand that one. Foul called on Garath. It'll be a free kick here for South High. 6 minutes gone here, second half. There's one all the way into the penalty area. That's going to get tipped. It's going to stay in, and Blaine does a nice job keeping it in play. Gets around to the defender. Now he can clear it forward. Tries to get it to Rivera. Rivera has it. Tries to play it to himself, unable to do so. Then South High gets it. Here come the Titans back with it. Blaine intercepts that one, sends it forward. Titans get it back. There's a crossing pass and a nice block by Wadlow. Hinkle sends it out. Titans get it back again. You're supposed to say something.
Yeah, I picked it up.
Thank you for getting your over there. Here we go. Sorry, folks, didn't mean to block your view there. Goal kick coming here for the Grizzlies. Played short. Green sends it up to Brazil. Ortiz now. Not else. Trying to get it back. It's intercepted. It's coming Titans back.
Chris! Take a touch!
Blaine under pressure, gets it forward. Rivera fighting for it. Probably quit too soon. I think he could have had that one. Either way, here comes the South High Titans back as Oscar Gomez has it. Rodlow sends it out. Umana has it. And a foul call. Struck him just outside the top of the penalty arc, and it will be a free kick for South High. He evidently called something other than that because it's a direct kick, not indirect. Up in the air it goes, and a nice save by Fisher over the crossbar, and that's his third big save of his half. I think Mr. Fisher grew a few inches tonight.
Right.
You were saying it was tipped. Gave it to Grizzlies. Hinkle intercepts it, and here comes Tim with it. Crosses midfield. Can't control it. And here comes South back now. Grizzlies unable to advance it deep into Titan territory since early in the game. On play it goes. It'll belong to South High. Grizzlies bring it forward. Tried to get it to Carson Arnold. Well, who's that? Ernesto over there. And they couldn't get it to him. And now South High takes over again. Foul called. It'll be a free kick here for the Titans. 10 minutes gone here, second half. Grizzlies still trail 1-0. And a set piece goal in the first half. Grizzlies have now gone more than 3 halves without scoring. Trying to break the drought here. Wadlow brings it up himself. Gets around one man, loses it. Hinkle's there, though. And he sends it on the far side to Angel Garath. Garath bounces it off the player out of bounds. He'll throw it in himself. And the Titans win it. Here they come back across midfield. Wadlow is working hard over there. My goodness. Nice job by the youngster. This one's going to go to the far side, out of play, and belong to the Grizzlies. Rath over there trying to get around two players, unable to do so, now loses the ball. It's okay because Rivas got it back. The Rath still with it. Now it's tackled out of play, and it will belong to the Grizzlies on the throw-in. It's like Carson Arndt over there throwing it in. In deep it goes. Ortiz can't get to it. Goes over the goal line. It will be a corner kick for Northwest on the far side. Wind no longer a factor because there is no wind. And this is the deepest the Grizzlies have been for a long time in this game. Rivas to Wadlow, back to Rivas. To Wadlow to Hinkle. Tim sends one forward for Carson Arndt. Carson on the near side to Guevara, back to Carson. Ortiz to Carson. Now on the far side, Rivas sends a long blast, and it's going to go over the goal line for a goal kick. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is brought to you in part today by Tom and Carla Lassiter and the law firm of Fleeson, Gouin, Colson, and Kitch, 301 North Main in the Epic Center, practicing over 35 areas of law, including corporate law, estate planning, trusts, probate and fiduciary law, real estate and development law, education and school law, and bankruptcy and creditors' rights, just to name a few. With over 130 years' experience, Fleeson & Gouin is nationally recognized for their diligence and legal expertise. Contact them at 316-267-7361.
Back underway here at South High. Grizzlies have it at midfield. Ortiz with it, loses it. Caleb Blaine gets a foot on it. Tim Hinkle will bring it up and overleads himself, I think. Still has a chance, though, and he does that. Tried to get it to Carson Arndt. Just went wide. And South High will get it again. Imana has it, sends it wide to the far side. Ethan Dirksen getting ready to come back in here for Northwest. This one is offside. Pull him up. When they call the goal kick. They're giving him the goal kick. Ethan Dirksen will come in for Northwest. And he will replace Chris Navarrete, I believe. He's making his way over in this general direction.
Win the ball, Vegas. Here we go. Win the ball, Carson. Get this ball.
There's indeed Navarrete coming up. And we're back underway here. Hinkle has it on the near side. Carson with it. Guevara goes down, but Carson's going to get to it. He tries to lead one to Ortiz, and just a bit long. Dirksen gets a foot on it. And it goes out of play. Playing with it, gives it to Dirksen at midfield. Over to the far side. Rivas goes down. They're going to call a foul and a free kick for Northwest. They take it quickly. Give and go back to Daniel Rivas on the 10. Back to Wadlow. Wadlow over here to Tim Hinkle. Tim with a lot of room. Tried to get one to Carson Arndt, but Umana stepped in front of it. And Delgado with it for South.
Come on, Caleb.
And for the executive producer there. And this one goes over the goal line for a goal kick for Northwest. Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is being brought to you in part by McCurdy Auction LLC, 12041 East 13th Street, where their favorite word is sold. McCurdy Auction is a proud supporter of Wichita Northwest Soccer on the World Wide Web. And I'm going to go ahead and give them a quick plug here and tell you that The McCurdy auction will be handling the auction of the Wichita Wingnuts equipment and paraphernalia and spiritware on Wednesday, October the 4th. That's next Wednesday. The sale begins at 10 o'clock. Registration begins at 9. Come on down to Lawrence Dumont Stadium and get your supply of Wichita Wingnuts souvenirs. Waiting on the goal kick here by Wadlow. Aspen takes it out to the direction of Ortiz. He couldn't get ahead on it. Carson gets a foot on it, trying to settle it is Rivera. And Ortiz can't get to it. Titans with control. South High with the ball and the lead. Angel Dorath goes down in a heap. They're going to call advantage. No. And give the ball to the Grizzlies on the free kick. And the Carson aren't taking this one.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 o'clock at 10, every 8 o'clock at night. Oh my God, I just put turn it on and do something.
Carson, a long one. Tried to get it to Angel Dorath for the header, but he was just too high. And it goes out for a South High goal kick. Grizzly Soccer on the internet is being also brought to you in part today by Realtor Beverly Giles. Now is the time to purchase a new home or sell your existing home. Beverly Giles is your experienced realtor. Give her a call at 393-5137. Ms. Giles is a proud supporter of Wichita Northwest Grizzlies soccer. Out of play it goes. It'll be a throw in for the Grizzlies. And it comes. Bounding around is going to go back out again. It does not. Long one sent down there. Berkson giving chase. Ethan ends up kicking it out of play. Nobody could get to it in time. So it'll be a throw in for South High.
Yes.
Take the throw in very quickly. Umana sends it forward. And a nice tackle off the ball that time by Gomez. Tim Hinkle clears it out to center. Dorath can't control it. And here comes South High right back with it. Ball control has been an issue tonight for the Grizzlies. Caleb Blaine intercepts that one. Unable to clear it though, but he's right there on top of it. And finally, Tim Hinkle plays the safe roll and sends it over the goal line where it would be a corner kick for the South High Titans. They need to build me a shelf right here.
Yeah.
So that I'm not in your way. In it goes, shot, and a block by the good set piece. Rivera with it. Sends it to Dorath. Dorath unable to control. Here's South High back with it. Give and go from the bottom. And it goes on play on the 13 meter. And it'll be a throw in for the Titans. There's a long crossing pass. And foot up in the air. South High still controlling the ball. Back to Nabaga again. Passes it over here on the near side. Finally, Ortiz gets it. Sends it to Dorath in the circle. To Carson Arndt. Arndt sends one through to Dorath. I thought Gomez might get there first, but it was Dorath. He still has it, brings it down. Grizzlies have some numbers. They have it 6-on-6. Ortiz with it. Can't get around his man. So he sends it back and it's intercepted. Here comes South High back with it. Opportunity lost that time for the Grizzlies. And South High goes through, and that's going to be a foul on the Grizzlies. Frankly, that should have been a card as well. Take the lack of card as a gift. Inside 20 minutes to go, 1-0. South leads over Northwest. Free kick coming here for the Titans from the corner of the penalty area. Just outside the corner, I should say. And in it goes, and right to Andrew Fisher, who makes his fourth save of the second half. Aaron Ramos getting ready to come in for the Grizzlies on the next sub. Getting loose here on the sideline right below us. One of the nice things about doing a game from here is that right over here, we're on the same side as the players. It's kind of nice to have this different vantage point for a change. Ramos comes in, and Gomez is coming out. Gomez did a fine job while he was in there. Caleb Blaine will handle the throw-in duties. And it comes Ortiz to Carson Arndt back to Guevara. Guevara tried to center it. It was blocked. Guevara gets it again. Now Carson Arndt has it. He sends one into the penalty area, but it's going to go right to the goalkeeper up. And we'll have the goalkeeper distribution. That's the first time he's touched the ball this half. South High with it, 3-on-6. Nice strip that time by Ethan Dirksen. Sends it up to Durant. Eagle Durant sending them forward. And we have a whistle, a stoppage of play. There's going to be a card this time. We've got a free kick for the Grizzlies after the card. Coming into a place is Omar Gomez. And he'll be taking the place of Kyle Barrientos, who is guilty of the infraction. On yellow cards, you must sub the player out. And he cannot return until the next guaranteed substitution. So we have a free kick coming here for the Grizzlies. What an opportunity. This is a direct kick. It's going to come with... we have our clock wrong here. We're going to fix it. And a score for the Grizzlies. On the free kick, we're tied up. Who took the free kick? Carson? Carson Arndt gets the goal. He's so far away, I can't see him. We're tied up at 1. You hear Coach B in the background now. He's all enthused to get another one. South High coach complaining about something.
Come on, Blue!
Either that or he's inviting him to dinner after the game.
I want some dinner.
And we're back underway here.
Come on, Caleb.
A lot of time left in the game here for Grizzlies to get that second goal. Carson Arndt's goal, by the way, unassisted on the free kick. I'm not sure. I think that's only the second or third goal of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Rivera on the near side on a long pass from Carson. Centers one. to Ortiz. Ortiz gets a shot off, and it's deflected out of play. That should be a corner kick, and it is. A corner kick for the Grizzlies here. Beg your pardon. Comes in quickly in the penalty area. And Rivera tried to keep it in and did so. Caleb Blaine unable to keep it in, though, and here it comes out to center where Dirksen intercepted. He tried to pop it back to Blaine. And now South High with it. Bringing it all the way down to get past Tim Hinkle. The wheels are on. That one's deflected. Tim Hinkle trying to clear it out. Now Caleb Blaine has it. He's going to send it back to Hinkle, and Hinkle will send it forward. Ortiz on the near side. Back to Blaine. Humana has it for South High, but it's stripped away and very nicely on the way. South High trying to get a build-up going. Grizzlies need to get it back and get it down and get another goal. Here's Rivera too far, but here's Ortiz right here in front of us with it. Nice shot by Ernesto. Oh, he sends it to Carson. Hart has it and sends it back to Blaine.
Go forward!
Blaine looking for help. To Hinkle. Hinkle up to Ortiz. Ortiz pressured on the ball. The ball taken away by the Titans. Rivas gets it. Give and go. All the way across to Wadlow. Now back to Rivas, and now we have a whistle. I'm going to stop it. Just playing the ball. There's a baby on the field. So we have a junior streaker on the field here at South High. Mama came out to chase him. So we have a brief pause in the action. Ethan Dirksen at midfield. Tried to get that one to Arndt, but it was intercepted.
Get in the middle!
Hinkle has one go through his feet.
Yeah.
In the corner, working hard with it is Marin. Ball goes out of play, and it will be a corner kick for South High from the near corner. I'll take it back. Oh, it's side of the ball. My bad. It's a free kick, however. And it's direct. And it goes through. And cleared out by the Grizzlies. Here comes the Rath with it. Sends one forward. Tried to get that to Ernesto, but too far, and it gets kicked out of play. It'll be a throw-in rather for Northwest. They take it quickly. Giraffe trying to go 1-on-2, didn't work. Here comes South back. Ernesto. And just to get it, he sends one trying to lead Giraffe, but he overlet him. But we have a whistle on the play and a foul called on South High, and that might be the reason he got overlet, because he was held up.
Who's talking out there? Who's talking? Alex, start talking to them.
Carson Arndt's going to take this one. This isn't too far from where he scored. See if he does it again. This one's in the air. This one's going to be kind of a lobber, and it goes wide right. And it will be a goal kick for South High, which Grizzlies soccer on the internet is brought to you by the law firm of Fleece and Hewitt, Wilson and Pitch on the 19th floor of the Epicenter, and by the Western North Hotel and Suites in Park City on 53rd Street in Canal.
Get it!
In Grizzly territory, Rivera sends it to Garath. Garath back to Orange. Now to Blaine. Caleb sends one back forward to Orange, but it's intercepted. Great anticipation by Omar Gomez, and here come the Titans back. Gomez sends it far wide on the far side. And a foul call that will belong to Northwest. 11:30 to go, second half, all tied at 1. Titans scored on a set piece late in the first half, and Grizzlies answered back a few moments ago on a set piece goal of their own by Carson Arndt, who sends the ball to Ernesto, or to Garath rather. Garath looking for help, gets it from Caleb Blaine. Blaine sends it on the near side to Guevara. Guevara sending it in deep, too deep. He was trying to lead Caleb Blaine, but the ball went over the goal line, and it would be a goal kick for South High. South High substituting the player number 2 as Hassan Emil comes in, number 19, and he's joined back by Sam Nevada.
Keep working. Keep working.
Sam. Nobody's out wide.
Work hard.
Autumn is with us, and the weather is perfect. There's an opportunity, but Andrew Fisher was right there to kick it out of play, or out of danger, I should say. Ball's out at midfield. Garath getting chase. It goes out of play. Belongs to the Grizzlies. And Grizzlies will sub in Sam Mueller, number 9, who will replace Guevara.
Right mid. Here. You're playing right mid. Move.
And the Grizzlies throw it in. Ball's lost. Here come the Titans, 2 on 4. Now 4 on 6. Lane has it. Trying to get it forward. Nobody there.
Go get it, Devin. Go get it. Go get it.
Yeah, Titans moving up the near side.
Good, Sam.
Ball's out of play. Belongs to South.
Win the ball, Ethan. Win the ball, Ethan. Here we go.
Braga sends it in by the throw. Gomez sends one forward. Intercepted by the defense. There's a long blast over everything, and that'll go into Harvey County. It'll be a goal kick for the Grizzlies.
Bring the ball up, Carson. Here we go.
Wadlow takes it and sends it out towards center. Ends up on the foot of Sam Mueller, who sends it now back to Wadlow again, back to Sam. Sam can't control it. Ball was a little bit high. And how it comes here to center. One back by Sam. Up to Angel Durath. Now Durath has some numbers going. If he can get the ball to him, but he overleads everybody. And South has it at midfield. Carson Arndt steals one. A chance, 3 on 4. He sends one to Durath. Durath, top of the key, goes down, and a whistle and a foul. This will be a free kick for Northwest, just outside the penalty yard.
I'm lagging on the picture footage.
You're good. You're fine.
Okay. If you get complaints, I'm sorry.
No, you're not getting any complaints. You're doing me a big favor.
Sure.
Free kick will be taken here, either by Arndt or by DeRath. I'm going to bet Arndt takes it. He does. Deflection and score! Second goal of the night here for Carson Arndt. It goes in off a deflection, off of a blue shirt. But he bananaed it in and made it go. And the Grizzlies lead 2-1 with 6:46 remaining here in the second half. Chris Navarrete is coming back in for the Grizzlies. He'll replace, who's he going to take? Somebody had to come out. Who came out? Somebody must have come out when I went. In either case, we're back underway here. Ball on the far side of the field. There's a passing shot, an opportunity. Oh, nice clearing job by Tim Hinkle. Unfortunately, they did not call a pass back. Punt out to midfield. Angel DeRath gets ahead on it. But it lands at the feet of the blue shirt. So 2 opportunistic goals here, both by Carson Arndt. As the Grizzlies really have been, the play has been totally dominated by the Titans here in this game, in most of this game. Grizzlies got a couple of opportunities and made them good. Carson Arndt's going to get a reputation as a set-piece specialist the way things are going. That's at least his 3rd goal of that type this year. At midfield, Sam Mueller leads Angel DeRath by a little bit too much. And here comes the South High Titans back. Ball's deep, can go all the way to Andrew, and an easy pickup for the young goalkeeper for Northwest. We'll have a goalkeeper distribution here. Can the Grizzlies hold on for another 4 minutes and prevent overtime? That would be my desire. Of course, if we get another goal, that will help. Angel DeRath, a long one's going to go wide and over the goal line for a goal kick. Grizzly Soccer on the Internet is being brought to you in part by Hoydale Company Incorporated. The Hoydale team may not be great at soccer, but they've been in business for over 70 years and can fix your gas pumps, lifts, compressors, and other industrial equipment. For gas station equipment sales or service, come by and see us at the corner of Harry and McComas or call it 942-1361. And tanks for everything. Enrique Morales came back in here for the Grizzlies just now. And he gets ahead on it right away. Lane back to Morales. On the near side to Mueller. Back to Morales. Didn't quite lead him, but Carson got it. He couldn't get it forward. Fighting hard for the ball, and here comes Caleb Lane with a nice shot to center. Grizzlies need to win the 50-50 balls here. He comes back, and he's going to get his people right there Northwest.
No turn.
Sends it forward. Morales to Mueller. Back to Morales. Almost worked too. That give and go was just almost perfect. Usually the ref loses it on the far side. Here comes South back. Now Morales has it again. Nice job by the youngster to get back to it. Still with it. Sends it forward for Rivas. Rivas tries to split a couple bodies, does a give and go to get around him. And the ball poked away by South High. Titans come back now, 3-on-5. And a foul called and a whistle. We'll get the ball to Northwest. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the second half. Chris Navarrete getting ready to come back in at the next opportunity. Senior captain will bring his leadership back onto the field for the final moments, hopefully. Got through everybody. Carson sends it forward.
Win it, Sam. Win it.
Sam, nice job. He got around Gomez. Now he goes down on the tackle. Garath has it. Trying to get a shot off. Can he do so? No, the ball tackled away from him. And a nice job. Some good defensive play on 3 different plays here by South. Garath with the ball still. Or again. Centers one. Tried to get a header going in there, but unable to make it work to Mueller. And with 1 minute to go, here comes South High back.
Come on, Caleb. Get out there.
Oh, nice try by Tim Hinkle. A corner kick for the Titans. What a great defensive play by Hinkle. Taken quickly and a centering pass. Oh, and a shot and a save by Andrew Fisher. Holy cow. Point blank shot to Andrew Fisher, and he saved the game. Wow, that'll make the highlight reel. I know our executive producer got that.
Yeah, I did. Got that one.
That was a great save. 19 to go now. And a long one's going to go all the way back to Hopkins. And this may do it. He punts it with less than 10 to go. Intercepted by Morales. All he has to do is hit a long one, and that'll burn the clock. 3, 2, 1, and we are final here at South High. Your Grizzlies take a 2-1 win here from the Titans here at South High. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back to quickly wrap this up in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Northwest Grizzlies boys soccer.
Hey man, you got up for football? Band class still needs you, man.
Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
Grizzlies win tonight 2-1 on the strength of 2 set-piece goals by Carson Hart and some great defense and some great goalkeeping by sophomore Andrew Fisher, who was just all over it in the nets. He has gotten better every single game, and he sure proved it tonight. And he made a couple of game-saving saves late in the contest. We're at Bishop Carroll on Tuesday night, 6:45 pregame show with head coach Bobby Verbieska. We're going to sign it off here because they turn the lights off here in a hurry, and we have a lot of work to do. So we're going to say goodnight. We thank you for watching wherever you are. Hope we see you again. If you can't be there live with us at Bishop Carroll, tune us in at 6:45 on Tuesday. For our executive producer, Julie Blaine, I'm Kevin Arkin saying thank you for joining us. And once again, Grizzlies win 2-1 over South High. From South High, good night.